Yes, I did it, yeah. Yeah, over here, yeah, a long time ago, yes. Howard did it, yes. He christened all my kids, yes.
Really? Oh, how
Yeah,
nice. In here,
yeah,
in the
yeah,
chapel. Oh, that's beautiful.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, my kids, we washed, did it, yeah. So Jeanmarie, Cheryl said.
Good evening. Welcome to our Wednesday night meditation Sangha. We'll begin our evening with a 5-minute gong bath. Mary will be blessing us with. So allow the gong to support you in transitioning from the busyness of the day into a time of stillness. Welcome once again, everyone. When I ring the bowl, we'll move into our sitting practice. We'll sit for 25 minutes. There'll be some lightly guided instruction as part of the practice. Come on in, find a seat. Any open seat is available. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Alex. I ring the bowl, allow the sound of the bowl to bring you into mindfulness and presence as we turn within for our sitting practice. Find a comfortable seated posture for your practice this evening. It's recommended to sit a little bit forward in the chair so that you can have a strong spine. Allows you to be in a state of alertness. This is a practice of becoming fully present rather than falling into sleep or zoning out. So feel your feet connected to the floor beneath you, feeling yourself grounded, legs uncrossed, arms uncrossed, letting your arms hang off your shoulders drop away from your ears. Your hands gently resting on your knees or your thighs, whatever feels right for you tonight. If you feel the desire to be more grounded, you may wish to put your palms down, or more receptive and open, you may choose to have your palms up. Take in a deep, full breath and feel your lungs expanding from the bottom to the top. And let go. Let's do that once more. Full inhale. Just audibly release. Allowing your breath to return to its own natural rhythm. Keeping your attention with the breath. Noticing the beginning, the middle, and the end of the breath as you inhale and exhale. Notice where you're experiencing sensations of the breath. Cool mist as you inhale at the edges of the nostrils. The air as it hits the back of your throat, expansion of the lungs, the belly. Warm mist as it exits your nose. Being present to the experience of breathing here and now. If you're noticing sounds in the space or within you, simply note them as hearing. Return your attention to the breath. You may discover that you've gotten caught up in thinking. That happens. Bring your attention back again and again to the breath. Simply let it go. Be with the breath. This breath, this moment. And now expand the practice to include noticing sensations in the body. If you're noticing any tension in your body, feel that tension release. Like ice becoming water, becoming vapor. Ice, water, vapor. And keep with the anchor of the breath. If you find you've become rigid in your practice, allow yourself to let go and soften into the practice. As sensations arise in the body, you can note sensations as pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. If you find yourself getting caught up in a story about the sensations, bring yourself back to the breath. Allowing whatever shows up in your practice to be simply noticing it and breathing. Feeling your body sitting. Feel the support of the chair, the floor, the warmth of the contact of the body with the chair. Sitting, breathing. Expand the practice now to include noting thinking. As thinking arises, noticing it as thinking, letting it go, like clouds passing in the sky. And keeping your attention with the anchor of the breath. If you find something capturing your attention, choose to allow it to take you deeper rather than out of the practice. Deeper into the practice. Checking in with your seated posture, see if you've slouched over as you've been sitting. You may choose to make some adjustments so your posture is balanced and alert and relaxed. I have a body. My body is sitting here now. Returning once more to the breath. As we come towards the end of our sitting, bring your attention even more fully into your experience of the breath, of the body sitting. moment, I'll ring the bowl. This is an opportunity to shift from our sitting practice into this present time and space experience together. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. Good to see you all. I'll be sharing a teaching tonight on the topic of awareness. I'm going to begin with a story about a very eager person from the West, Westerner, who went to visit a well-known Zen master to learn from this great master at a monastery where he lived in Japan. And when this man arrived, he arrived at a time when the master was observing silence. And so unfortunately for this man, he was not able to meet with the master. So he begged the master to please communicate with him in a written way, if he'd be willing to do that. And so the teacher reluctantly agreed to do so, and the man sent a note to the teacher that said, "What is Zen?" The teacher quickly scribbled back a response on the paper, "Awareness." The visitor was confused, and so he sent back a note to the teacher that said, "Could you elaborate?" And the master replied, "Awareness, awareness." Again, the visitor asked for further explanation, and the master replied, "Awareness, awareness, awareness." And in frustration, the visitor wrote back, "What the hell does awareness, awareness, awareness mean?" To which the master responded, "Awareness, awareness, awareness means awareness." To get the point. So while the direction to practice awareness seems simple, if you're like me, you desire some more information and instruction, and I'm sure you can identify with this visitor and his frustration. While the essence of mindfulness practice is to discover the answers for yourself through direct experience, as the Buddha taught, some more elaboration would be helpful, right? So I will attempt to do what the Zen master refused to do, and to elaborate on this teaching of awareness, awareness, awareness. While awareness itself is natural and effortless, it's not our habitual state of being. And why is that? You ask yourself, what is between me and feeling happy and at ease? Ask yourself that. What is between me and feeling happy and at ease? Our everyday awareness, that which is natural and effortless, is usually filtered through a particular psychological lens. We filter life through a lens that's created by our conditioning. Our conditioning includes our personal history, our cultural conditioning, and our biological conditioning. This embedded history is unconscious, and it colors everything that we think, feel, say, hear, see. We're perceiving the world not so much as it is, but as we are. What we perceive as the world outside of us is mainly a projected representation of our internalized history. There is an objective reality that is happening, that exists, but our experience of it is determined by our conditioning. We really don't see it as it is. Another way that we filter our perception of the world is through our desires. What we desire is what we look for, and what we look for shapes what we see. There's an old Hindu proverb that says, when a pickpocket sees a saint, all he sees is his wallet. That's what he's looking for. We filter our everyday awareness through a lens of memory, a lens of desire. We're not seeing things as much as we see a projection of our own unconscious. As we practice awareness, in our mindfulness practice, we hold the intention to make a distinction between the bare experience of life and the memories, the desires, the judgments, and interpretations that color this experience. Without mindfulness, we are largely unable to distinguish between the primary experience and the conditioning that we wrap around it. Sometimes mindfulness practice is referred to as bare attention, which means that we practice refraining as much as possible from adding meaning, judgment, or interpretation to our primary experience of seeing, feeling, thinking. We seek to experience life directly without the filter of our judgments and interpretations. If there are reactions that do spontaneously arise, then we simply notice the reaction that's arising without putting any further judgments or interpretation on top of it. Another element of mindfulness practice is to be aware that you are aware. We practice awareness of our awareness. This is sometimes referred to as self-reflective awareness. Many animals are very aware, perhaps more than humans. However, they're not aware that they're aware, at least as far as we know. They don't have awareness of their awareness. The intention of mindfulness practice is to practice it continuously, so not just when we come together for Sangha, but throughout the day, throughout your life. We may be aware that we're aware, but for how long? We don't often lose awareness per se, but we lose mindfulness. So for example, we've all had the experience of driving on autopilot. You get in the car, you arrive somewhere, and you don't remember how you got there. Like, obviously you were aware, you didn't get in an accident, you got there safely, but the time in between, you may have no recollection of driving. Our minds were elsewhere, caught up in some thinking, some story. We were not being very mindful as we were driving. In mindfulness practice, awareness is an end in itself. Rather than being fixated on a particular object, we're mainly concerned with the quality of awareness itself. The particular object of awareness is relatively unimportant. The practice is sometimes referred to as choiceless awareness. Why is awareness the central practice of mindfulness? A whole book could be written about this. In essence, mindfulness is the most powerful tool for dissolving the trance of the ego. It is this egoic trance that keeps us living in a state of delusion and suffering. Awareness has the potential to free us from the experience of unhappiness. Namaste.
Thank you, Jeanmarie. That's a lot of food for thought, especially about practicing when we're not here. So thanks for that reminder. We are so grateful for all of you who are in the room here and those of you online as part of this Sangha. This is what a Sangha is. It's a group of people who come together regularly to meditate, not to medicate, sorry.
That's a whole other group altogether.
But we are here to support each other and encourage each other in this beautiful practice. So thank you for being part of it. And it is a gift for us, and we also now have the opportunity to share our gifts, our love offerings, to support this Sangha. And we have a slide that shows all the ways that you can give online through our website, through PayPal, text to give, and of course you can always mail checks. But we appreciate your support for this Sangha. And I have a few announcements to share with you. This Friday is Good Friday, and we will be having an evening service at 7 o'clock in the Pyramid. It's the Good Friday Tenebrae service. It's a beautiful contemplative service, and we invite you to join us for that. There will be a metaphysical communion led by Reverend Jeanmarie, so that will be a special opportunity. And then Sunday, we have 2 Easter services, one at 9 o'clock, one at 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock, sorry. Yes, 9 and 11. And for you live streamers, be aware that only the 11 o'clock service will be live streamed. We will also have an ASL interpreter at the 11 o'clock service only. And after the service, we'll have our annual Easter extravaganza, all the children's activities, the Easter egg hunt, lots of fun. And so stick around for that. And we also could use more volunteers. If you're going to be here, please consider volunteering. It'll make your day even that much more fun. Next Wednesday, for our Wednesday night Sangha meditation, Reverend Jeanmarie will be speaking on equanimity, an important concept in this tradition. So join us next week, online or here in the room, 7 o'clock for equanimity.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Alex. Oh, we haven't done our prayer, our offering prayer.
Oh, we haven't.
Can you bring it back up, please? All right. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all the good I am and have, all the good I give and receive. And so it is. And so it is. Bless these offerings and see them going forward to do good work here in our ministry and beyond. And so as we shift into our discussion part of our Sangha, I would like to share with you a poem that resonated with me connected to our topic tonight. It's from Letters to a Young Poet by Rainer Maria Rilke. Be patient toward all that is unresolved in your heart, and try to love the questions themselves. Like locked rooms and like books that are written in a very foreign tongue, do not seek for the answers that cannot be given you, for you would not be able to live them. And the point is to live everything, live the questions now. Perhaps you will then gradually, without noticing it, live along some distant day into the answer. For our discussion tonight, I'm going to share the question with our live streamers, and then we'll say goodnight to you all. Thank you for being with us tonight. And so I invite you to consider this question if you're with someone who has been experiencing the Sangha with you tonight. Discuss it with whoever's in your home with you, or you can journal about this question as a way to connect with our discussion here. And the question is, what is between you and feeling happy and at ease? What is between you and feeling happy and at ease? So hope you enjoy exploring this question. We'll all say goodnight to our live streamers. Thank you for being with us. Namaste. Before we move into our discussion,